Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Learn to Earn for Life.
Dear students, let us solve the examples on first module. I shall read the problem statement. A 300 MVA 20 kilovolt three-phase generator has a reactance of 20%. The generator supplies two motors M1 and M2 over a transmission line of 64 kilometers as shown in one line diagram. So here you can observe generator G is supplying two motors M1 and M2 via the transformer T1, transmission line and T2. The ratings of the components are as follows. T1 operating at 350 MVA, 230 kV star / 20 kV delta and reactance of 10%. Transmission line of 64 kilometers length, its reactance is 0.5 ohm per kilometer, and T2 is composed of three single phase transformers. Each single phase transformer is rated as 127 kV / 13.2 kV 100 MVA with leakage reactance of 10%. M1 is operating at 200 MVA 13.2 kV reactance of 20%. M2 is operating at 100 MVA 13.2 kilovolts reactance of 20%. Select the generator ratings as base and draw the reactance diagram with all the reactances marked in per unit. If the motors M1 and M2 have the inputs of 120 megawatt and 60 megawatt at 13.2 kilovolt and operating at unity power factor, find the voltage at the terminals of the generator. Let us solve the problem. Let me choose the base values first. It is given that we need to choose the generator ratings as base. So the base MVA is 300 MVA and the operating voltage of the generator itself is the base kV at the generator side, that is 20 kV. As there are three sections here, this is the first section, this is the second section, and this is the third section. So there are three sections. In the first section already the base kV is given, that is the generator rating itself as a base in the first section, that is 20 kilovolt. Now we need to calculate the base kV in the transmission line section, where it includes the T1 secondary transmission line and the T2 primary. By means of transformer and its ratings, we need to calculate the base kV in the transmission line. So here the base kV in the transmission line is equals to 20 into 230 divided by 20. So here 230 is the rating of T1 secondary and 20 is the rating of T1 primary. So after calculation we will get base kV on the transmission line as 230. Now we will calculate the base kV on the motors, that is 230 into 13.2 / 127's √3 is equals to 13.8. So here a careful observation is to be done is, as T2 is given as a three single phase transformers, we need to convert its rating to three phase. So we can multiply 100 into 3 so that a three phase value will be obtained. Here the ratings are given on a single phase basis. So here 127 is the primary side and 13.2 is the secondary side. As the primary side is having a connection of star, we need to multiply √3 to it, so it will become a three phase value. But at the secondary side it is a delta connection, where the line value and phase values are same at the delta connection of the transformer. So that's why we have multiplied here 127 into √3. So after calculation we will get 13.8. Let us calculate the reactance values of each components one by one, starting from the generator. Reactance of the generator. So we have the formula Xg new is equals to Xg volt into MVA base new divided by MVA base old into kV base old square divided by kV base new square. Substitute the values, we will get 0.2 per unit. Reactance of the transformer T1. Here we will consider the secondary side of it. We can calculate the reactance of the transformer on either side and the answer will be remaining the same. So here in this problem I will consider at the secondary side of it. So using this formula, substituting the values in this formula, will get Xt1 new is equals to 0.085 J per unit. Now we will calculate the reactance of the transmission line by means of the formula XTL new is equals to XTL in ohm into MVA base divided by kV base square. So after substitution, we will get the value of reactance of the transmission line is 0.181 per unit. Let us calculate the reactance of the transformer T2 considering the primary side. So we can calculate at either side. Here in this problem I will take primary side. So substitute the values in this formula and obtaining Xt2 new is equals to 0.09 per unit. Now we will go to calculate reactance of motor M1. Use this formula, substitute all the values, old and new base values, new MVA base, new kV bases in this formula and calculate the answer as 0.27 per unit. Now we'll calculate the reactance of the motor M2. Substitute all the values here, we'll get 0.549 per unit. Now we'll draw the reactance diagram first. Here the generator is replaced by reactor in series with EMF source. The transformer T1 is replaced by a simple reactor with respect to reference. Transmission line is replaced by a reactor with respect to reference. Transformer T2 is replaced by a reactance with respect to reference. And as there are two motors are in parallel, first motor is replaced by reactor in series with EMF source in parallel with the second motor replaced by reactor in series with EMF source. So this entire diagram is the reactance diagram. Then how it will be called as a per unit reactance diagram? We need to copy all the new reactance values beside these reactances. So it will become the per unit reactance diagram. So this is the first part of this problem. So let us solve the second part. We need to calculate the generator terminal voltages after loading the motor. So VMT, consider VMT is equals to terminal voltage at the motor ends, VGT as the terminal voltage of the generator. So we know that from the given data, the total electric power that flows into the motors is 120 plus 60 is equals to 180 megawatt at a 13.2 kilovolt at unity power factor. So we can calculate the actual motor current drawn, total power P divided by root 3 V into power factor is 7873 ampere. So it is required to express the current in per unit, hence we need the base current for this. The value is 1000 into MVA divided by root 3 into kV base. Here the base current is 12551 ampere. Therefore IM in per unit, that is actual value of the motor current drawn divided by base value, that is 7873 divided by 12551 is equals to 0.627 at an angle 0 degree per unit. So VMT in per unit can be calculated as 13.2 at an angle 0 divided by 13.8. Here 13.2 is the actual operating voltage of the motor and 13.8 is the base value at the motor side. So its value in per unit is 0.96 at an angle 0 degree. So VGT can be calculated as VMT per unit plus IM per unit into bracket XT1 per unit plus XTL per unit plus XT2 per unit. So it means that voltage at this place, that is the terminal voltage of the generator, is equals to voltage per unit at the motor terminals plus the voltage drop which is occurring in a T1 transmission line and T2. This is how we have obtained this expression. Substituting all the values which are available with us, we will obtain VGT per unit is equals to 0.986 at an angle 13.07 degrees. This is the per unit value. If we want the value in actual voltage, we need to multiply per unit to base value at the generator side. So VGT actual is equals to VGT in per unit, that is the terminal voltage across the generator, is equals to terminal voltage across the generator in per unit into the base voltage at the generator side, that is equals to 0.986 into 20 will be 19.72 kilovolts. So this is the problem solution. So it was having two parts. One is to draw the reactance diagram and another is to find the generator terminal voltage. Thank you for watching the video.